It was a cold, blustery January day, but that didn't stop Mentor City officials from joining folks from the Lake County YMCA to break ground for the 2018 YMCA Dream House.
Well, first of all, welcome to the site of the 2018 25th anniversary YMCA Dream House, Lakeshore Highlands in Mentor. We're real excited to be back here in the city of Mentor. It's been a number of years, and for our 25th anniversary edition of the Dream House, it's a great place to be.
The Dream House is being built in Mentor's new Lakeshore Highlands subdivision, developed by the Summers Real Estate Group.
This is very exciting for the city, especially the 25th anniversary. You can see the excitement by the number of people that attended today in this freezing cold weather. So we're very excited and looking forward to June.
The custom-built home will be constructed by GEM Construction and fully decorated by top local designers. Tickets to tour and possibly win the home go on sale in early summer. And as always, proceeds benefit Lake County YMCA programs and facilities.
This will probably put us somewhere close to $5 million that's been raised over 25 years. And you can't even begin to comprehend the magnitude of lives that are touched on a regular basis in terms of programs, the camps, all the programs for kids, teens, seniors. It's becoming a very fast-growing market for the Y. And so everything that we've been able to do to raise money over the years goes right back into all of our facilities and programs that impact those lives. So it's a great project.
Ticket buyers will also be entered in a drawing for a new Chevy Equinox, provided by Classic Chevrolet. It's going to be an exciting summer, and someone's dreams will come true.
But I'd like to thank everybody else for coming here today, and I appreciate you being part of this program. So here we go, guys. Let's try to get in here, get in. All right, get them up. We got to go for the thing. So we'll look at it. We'll give a little toss on 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go.
Let the construction begin.
The Mentor Police Department held a ceremony to swear in Mentor's newest police sergeant, Jonathan Smeltzer.
Officer Smeltzer began his career at the Mentor Police Department in October of 2001, attended and graduated from the State Highway Patrol Academy in February of 2002.
He has a degree in criminal justice and a wealth of experience as part of the Mentor Police Department. Officer Smeltzer has served as a field training officer, evidence technician, SWAT team member, and helped establish Mentor's deer management program, all making him well qualified for the role of sergeant. Mentor Municipal Court Judge John Trebitz administered the oath of office.
As Police Sergeant of the Mentor Police Department, Lake County, Ohio, to the best of my ability and understanding.
Thank you.
Reverend Miller joins the rank of police chaplains serving the Mentor Safety Forces. The chaplain program was established in 2008 to help police officers and their families deal with stressful or other difficult situations in their professional or personal lives.
Of the Mentor Police Department. And faithfully. Discharge the duties. Of police chaplain.
Congratulations and good luck to Sergeant Smeltzer and Chaplain Miller in their future work for the Mentor Police Department. The 23rd Winter Olympic Games are now just a memory, with athletes like Shaun White and Lindsey Vonn making history and winning medals. But South Korea was a bit far for Mentorites to travel and experience the Games in person. So the Mentor Ice Arena brought the Games to us with their Olympic Day event. The city opened the rink and offered events, demonstrations, lessons, and even an Olympic parade of athletes throughout the day. All activities were free. Participants could figure skate, play broomball, watch an ice sculptor at work, try a version of the luge with saucer sleds, and cheer on young hockey players who just might be going for the gold at a future Winter Olympic Games. People of all ages strapped on skates and went sailing around the rink, celebrating the recent games and dreaming of those to come. The 2022 Games in Beijing, China are just 4 years away. And who knows, maybe one of our young Menor Ice Arena figure skaters or hockey players will be there making Olympic history of their own.
The latest phase of the Menor Marsh Restoration project has recently taken place with the aerial seeding of approximately 40 acres of marsh east of Corduroy Road. We caught up with Dave Kriska with the Cleveland Museum of Natural History to give us an update on the status of the project.
We're here today at Menor Marsh State Nature Preserve, and we're going to be putting down 200 million seeds of native marsh plants, from grasses and sedges and wetland plants like blue flag iris, swamp mallow, like a hibiscus, and then they'll germinate for the next 30 days or so, and then we'll start seeing some of these guys coming up. And it's all part of restoring the marsh.
Tell us about the importance of biodiversity. Why did you remove the Phragmites and replace them with these plants?
We've been working on trying to get rid of that monoculture, because most monocultures are notoriously unstable, the threats to the homes that were there. It's burned about a dozen times. Anybody that is under the age of 50 just grew up with this, thinking that this is the way it's supposed to look. Well, you'll see that we're going to change into a mosaic of different kind of habitats. There's some trees out there. We're going to be putting some pools in out there for rare turtles that used to be here, like spotted turtles and Blanding's turtles. So it's been really exciting. It's a classic build and they'll come kind of story. And so we're excited to put these seeds in and create more habitat.
So when can we expect all this to start greening up?
Start to see it greening up in June, if we're fortunate. Stuff will start to come back. And then when it gets really warm in July, you get the warm season plants that'll come up. And so by the end of July, August, you'll really notice that the west of Corduroy Road is looking really luscious with green growth. And that's all coming out of the soil seed bank on the west of Corduroy. Several more years and that will be all filled in. That's our goal, to get it a mosaic of these marsh plants, irises. It'll be beautiful. And there'll be tons of wildlife showing for it. And that's gonna put Menor on the map. We've already got the Menor Headlands State Park, which is the top birdwatching destination in the state, close behind McGee Marsh. With the restoration of Menor Marsh, it's gonna give McGee Marsh, which is one of the top 5 sites in the nation for birdwatching, a run for its money. And that's going to help the local community with the economy, bed and breakfasts, and ecotourism. So this is a win-win for the city and the Museum of Natural History.
We're all looking forward to witnessing the return of the marsh as well as the wildlife in the coming years.
Welcome to our school. We hope you like it here.
First grade students at Orchard Hollow Elementary celebrated Arbor Day at a special ceremony where they sang songs, learned about the history of the day, and helped plant 2 new trees. Council President John Krieger opened the ceremony by presenting the students with a resolution about Arbor Day.
And whereas this holiday called Arbor Day was first observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees in Nebraska, and whereas Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world, now therefore the Council of the City of Menor, County of Lake, State of Ohio, on behalf of all citizens thereof, hereby proclaim April 27th, 2018 as Arbor Day.
Menor Tree Commission member Rod Schroeder helped select the 2 ivory silk lilacs planted at Orchard Hollow this year. He explained why Arbor Day is in April.
We celebrate it the last Friday of April. Does anybody know why? We celebrate it because that's when it's most conducive for this region to plant a tree. People in other regions, such as Florida, they might do it in January, but we always do it the last Friday in April.
We're gonna get ready to do it and dig it. Be ready to help us plant the tree.
The students learned that newly planted trees need some extra care, and so they helped by watering the new saplings.
Help us plant the tree. Let's plant the tree. Let's plant the tree.
With all the loving care, the new trees are sure to flourish, providing shade and beauty for Orchard Hollow students for years to come. Happy Arbor Day!
For you and me.
Artist Dorothy McNamara Maloney passed away in 2002, but she has left behind a legacy of her love for nature, beauty, and Lake County reflected in her paintings. Her watercolors are on display at the Menor Municipal Center as part of the city's unveiled art exhibits. An opening reception hosted by Dorothy's family gave friends and art lovers a chance to gather and celebrate her talent. Daughter-in-law Laura Goyanes helped put the show together.
She loved to paint houses, she loved to paint trees, lots of flowers. She really painted everything she saw. I remember going to the house and seeing the artwork that she would produce and saying, I want that on my wall.
The title of the show is The Four Seasons and features the cyclical beauty of nature as interpreted through Maloney's brush. Her paintings run the gamut from landscapes where she vacationed in Maine, to Amish barns, to Lake County front porches decorated for the 4th of July. Each painting telling the story of Dorothy's life and the details that caught her eye and filled her heart. The exhibit is an extension of a self-published book created by Dorothy's family to share her works.
We decided to put this book together and we couldn't decide how to organize it, and one of the grandchildren said, why don't you just do it by seasons? And once she said that, it all came together.
Dorothy McNamara Maloney's The Four Seasons will be on display at the Mentor Municipal Center weekdays between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. through June 28th. Stop by and see the works of this beloved Lake County artist.
She loved Mentor, and she loved just her love of painting. She just absolutely loved it. And she would be so happy that people are still enjoying her artwork.
This year's Headlands Beach Fest was another great day of family fun. Guests enjoyed a full day of hands-on activities, entertainment, food, crafts, and more, all of which was capped off by our Master Sand Sculptor competition. We'd like to thank our supporting sponsors, Lake Health, Mutzko Insurance, and Steris, who helped make this event possible. Also, a very special thanks to our presenting sponsor, Marks, for their long-standing commitment to Beach Fest. Finally, thanks to the community groups, artists, volunteers, and all who participated in making Beach Fest the great family event that it is. If you weren't able to make it, check out these highlights. Thanks again to everyone who made it out to Headlands Beach Fest. We look forward to seeing you again next year.
Recently, Mentor welcomed 4 new police officers at a special swearing-in ceremony. Lauren McKenna, Salvatore Continenza, Alec Berkheimer, and Corey Smith took the oath of office to become the newest members of Mentor Safety Forces. Also taking the oath of office was former Mentor Police Patrolman Tim Abbott, who will serve as the new Mentor Special Officer working as a court officer in the Mentor Municipal Court.
Today you become a part of something bigger than yourself. So this is a family organization. So we stick together in good times and the most difficult times, and we hope that you will remember that and be great contributors to our purpose, which at the end of the day is serving the public in the best way we know how. So, Chief, thank you, and congratulations to all of you.
Officers Berkheimer and Smith will be attending the Basic Ohio Peace Officer Academy in Columbus. Officers McKenna and Continenza, who are already certified, have begun the field training process. Congratulations to our new Mentor police officers and Mentor Special Officer. In the United States alone, it is estimated that over 1.7 million people will be diagnosed with some form of cancer in 2018. Treatment can leave those affected feeling self-conscious and lonely. The City of Menor wants to make it clear that no one fighting cancer is alone, and that they will always have the support of the community. Last week, with some help from friends in the business community, Menor Reserve Fire Engine 1154 was wrapped in lavender to support and comfort those that are afflicted by this terrible disease. The lavender wrap color is symbolic of support for all victims and awareness of all forms of cancer. The project was completed at no cost to the taxpayer, as all materials and labor were donated by Menor companies, Avery Dennison, MC Sign Company, and Visual Graphics.
We love giving back to the community, and so then Jerry got in touch with us. We met with the fire chief, and I think they honestly came in thinking that they were going to have to spend some money to try to get this done, and between the three companies of Avery, Visual Graphics, and MC were contributing and donating the entire project for the city.
Avery Dennison produced the wrap and actually created the special lavender color for the project.
It's a great opportunity to collaborate and really recognize a great cause, to create awareness about cancer and what we can do to continue to provide research to save lives.
Matthew Whaley, owner of Visual Graphics, took on the task of leading the team which wrapped the truck. Work was conducted at Menor Fire Station 5 and took over 120 man-hours to complete.
With cutting around all the objects we have to cut around, we're not allowed to disassemble the truck because it can put back in service at any given time, so we have to just keep everything on the truck and cut around it piece by piece.
The painstaking effort paid off, and the truck truly makes a statement. The engine was presented before Menor City Council just before Menor City Fest.
Menor Fire, this engine will be now known as Comfort 54. It is now going on a new mission to help those battling cancer, to help those that have lost cancer, and to help those that have beaten cancer.
All of those affected by cancer have had the opportunity to write their personal tribute on the truck as it makes its way around the community in the coming years as a reminder that no one is left alone in this fight. The impact is already evident.
The Menor Rocks Summer Concert Series has wrapped up another great season. Over 60,000 people attended the Tuesday night shows at the Menor Civic Amphitheater this past summer, enjoying great music, food, and more in the company of their friends and neighbors. The City of Menor is proud to host these free events that bring together the people of our community as well as those from across Northeast Ohio. But we can't do it without the tremendous support of our sponsors. Lake Health stood out in a big way as our title sponsor.
Menor Rocks!
Their mission? Providing comprehensive healthcare services to the residents of Lake County and neighboring communities. We thank them for their outstanding support of Menor Rocks, as well as a number of other events. We extend our gratitude to our presenting sponsors, Let's Go Insurance and Erie Bank, as well as our supporting sponsors. Thanks to our food vendors, employees, and volunteers who help deliver a great experience week in and week out. Most of all, thank you for spending your time with us. Let's take a moment to relive some highlights from the 2018 season. Tuesday nights were really special to all of us, and we can't wait for 2019. Stay tuned because we're already starting to work out plans for next year. We can't wait to see you again.
On Wednesday, October 10th, students, teachers, and parents from Orchard Hollow Elementary joined Menor firefighters and police officers for the annual International Walk to School Day.
It's a global event that encourages the schools and the students to get together and walk to school. And Menor Police Department is here to encourage a safe walking environment.
Students were excited to join their friends as they walked through the Pine Gate neighborhood to their school. Walkers carried a banner and other homemade signs encouraging school excellence for both teachers and students.
Why are you walking today?
Because I like to get exercise and enjoy with my friends and be part of Orchard Hollow's walk, and this is my last year here.
Many people now are like always on their phones and don't get the chance to walk around the neighborhood or anything. So I guess that is the thing of doing it, or why we do it maybe?
Well, I don't really know, because, it's a school thing and I do it every year.
Is it fun?
Yes, it's fun.
We love to get out and walk with the kids, so we get to know them and they get to know us and foster those good relationships between the students and Mentor Police Department.
Since Walk to School Day began in 1997, more and more students have participated in the annual event. Orchard Hollow, Fairfax, Morton, and Hopkins Elementary joined over 5,000 schools nationwide in skipping the bus and walking to school. Professional hockey made its debut at the Mentor Ice Arena as the Mentor Icebreakers took on the Watertown Wolves in their inaugural game. The expansion team is part of the Federal Hockey League and is coached by Bowling Green alum and former National Hockey League player Ian Duncan. The new team played their first home game in front of an almost sold-out crowd. Local hockey fans are excited to have a professional hockey team to root for right here in Mentor.
Glad to have professional hockey coming to Mentor, Ohio. Played hockey myself for about 14 years, and really excited to have to go downtown to watch hockey right now. It's right here in my backyard.
Players on the new Mentor Icebreakers team hail from all over the world, including team members from Russia, Switzerland, Canada, and Ireland. The team also has some Ohio players to root for as well, from Toledo, Westerville, and Painesville. While the Icebreakers lost the first game, fans weren't disappointed with the experience. The Icebreakers played aggressively and scored first at the end of the first period. Watertown, who were league champions last year, came alive in the second period, outscoring the Icebreakers 4-1. The Icebreakers will play 4 home games at the Ice Arena in November. Tickets start at just $13 and are available online at MentorIcebreakers.com. Mentor Ice Arena is offering post-game skates following most Friday home games. For an hour after the game, fans can hit the ice and join the team for some post-game fun. Skate rental is available for $3. Come on out and root for Mentor's hometown professional hockey team. Go Mentor Icebreakers! It's Christmas time again, and the City of Mentor welcomes the season with our annual Community Christmas Tree Lighting Ceremony. Hundreds of lights illuminate Civic Center Boulevard and our 27-foot Christmas tree. It's an evening when special Christmas memories are made. From the gift of holiday music from Mentor Schools choirs to the arrival of Old St. Nick, we're kicking off the season in style. Excitement is in the air, and kids of every age are looking forward to an evening of fun. Merry Christmas! Enjoy the sights and sounds of this year's spectacular community Christmas tree lighting.
We appreciate everyone who has gathered here tonight to kick off the holiday season in Mentor. I'd like to especially thank our community partners who have helped us celebrate tonight. Thank you to Max and Irma's for the delicious cookies, and to the Mentor Schools Choir for providing the beautiful holiday music. Let's have a big round of applause for the members of the Mentor High School Chamber Choir and the children from Fairfax. All right, we're going to start the countdown for the lights.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in
Merry Christmas, everyone.